My parents had come over to visit me and my wife, so I thought, why not ask them 5 things about America that culture shocked them. अच्छा, so इसके लिए थोड़ा context देता हूँ. My mom got transferred here for work around 12 years ago. She had come for a 3-month-long project, which turned out to be a forever project. Me and my dad and sister moved here with her, and we've been in the US ever since. Mom and dad, they've lived in India all their lives. They moved here when they were in their 40s. So they've lived like good amount of times in both places. So I thought, why not ask them? This was the first difference.
No tall buildings.
It's a little strange. That's what my mom thought about first. It's true. It is true. There aren't a lot of tall buildings where we live in US, which is the state of Michigan. In India, हम पुणे में रहते थे, and this is true for Pune and any other metropolitan city, is these places, these cities ran out of space when population exploded. So after expanding this way, they've now started expanding this way. It's like normal for residential buildings Pune mein to be like 30-40 stories tall. Where we live in Michigan, aisa nahi hai. Like, yeah, Detroit has a few tall buildings, but most of it is pretty sapat, flat. So I was wondering why that's the case. There's a reason. So apparently, specifically for residential buildings, each district has their own zoning laws and regulations, and they restrict the height of buildings that can be built. And the reason why they do that is to preserve neighborhoods' character and privacy. Basically, एक building से दूसरे building झाँक के कोई देखे ना. Imagine doing that in India. We're not going to make tall buildings because we want to protect our privacy. Privacy मतलब क्या? पड़ोसियों का फर्ज बनता है कि तुम्हारे घर में क्या हो रहा है वो सब जाने. यहाँ पे NSA स्पाई करती है सब पर. इंडिया में पड़ोसी स्पाई करते हैं सब पर. Number 2.
You have to do your own dishes. There's no one to help.
No, we are not lazy. It is pretty common in India to have house helps. Apparently, they had done a survey in 2020 where 86% of the people said that they are comfortable with having live-in house helps. Based on that, you can extrapolate that way more percentage of people actually would be comfortable having temporary help, which they do. Usually, someone comes in the morning to help cook, clean, jhadu pocha, kapde dhone. So it's a huge help. This becomes and has become a huge form of employment to a lot of people. और इंडिया का population इतना ज़्यादा है, there is no lack of manpower. Over the years, kind of become part of society, have help. USA, it's a little different. You do have house helps who come to clean the house and stuff, but it is way more expensive here to get any kind of help. Also, it's not normal to have someone come every single day to cook, clean, and do all the other chores. It's kind of on you to do all of that. That's the American spirit. Number 3.
The size of the stores. Costco, Walmart.
In the US, everything is big. From your drinks to your spaces to your people. We're not going to go there. Sorry. But grocery stores in the US are huge. पहली बार मैं जब Walmart गया, I saw an entire aisle just of cereal. Different types of cereal, different brands. Growing up, we only had 2 things. There was Kellogg's and there was Chocos. And then I used to get neither of these. I used to get a knockoff of Kellogg called Mohan. I think Mohan ke cornflakes. But here, it's huge. These stores are huge and the amount of stuff in them is also just insane. Fun fact, you can actually fit an entire population of Shimla twice over in a Costco store. The population is 50,000. Costco store average square feet is 150,000. These places are huge. Number 4.
Green space around you. Beautiful. No kachra on the road.
So we did not grow up with beautifully manicured, landscaped sides of roads. That wasn't a normal thing. For me, growing up, rasta hai. Raste ke baaju mein is mud and plastic ke packets. So when I came here and I saw just a normal average road with beautifully green patches of grass on both sides and sprinklers and all of this beautifully cut plants and shrubs and stuff. I was like, why? Apparently, there are a few reasons for that. The short grass actually prevents fires that could ignite from hot car components. These grassy patches also manage runoff Also, they prevent pollution from flowing into the neighboring lakes and rivers and streams. So these are apparently useful for wildlife management. They have this special blend of grass apparently they use that is not very appetizing to wildlife. So the wildlife, they don't come there and graze. They go somewhere else, and less wildlife deaths. Also, it looks nice. So it's beauty with a purpose. Number 5.
Random people ask you, how are you doing? And they don't mean it. They're just brokering a conversation without meaning anything.
So politeness is taught in schools in India and in the US. So वो common है. But Indians का है politeness at the right times, not all the time. हमारे वहाँ small talk between strangers isn't normal. For example, in India, if I go up to an employee working in a mall and I'm like, oh my God, I love those earrings. She'll be like, thank you. And then she'd probably look at me like, kahan se tapak gaya ye? As I said, we're the most polite at the right times. For example, when providing hospitality, I don't think anyone can beat us. We're the best at hospitality. Because we have a saying ki mehman bhagwan ka roop hota hai. So basically guests are like God. So treat guests like God. That's literally what we are taught since we are kids. So that's it. 5 things that shocked my parents. Write in the comments what shocked you if you've moved outside of India. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and share this video so that I can prove to my parents that I am not wasting my time doing YouTube. Bye.